Hey, it's Virginia. I've been a medical writer and content creator since 2020, and I'm a UK registered pharmacist. I've been registered since 2014. So in this video, I'm going to answer this question, which is, I want you to address how so often many talented medical writers are refused good offers just because of the country they are based in. I want to know more about why regulatory medical writing is so much region specific, even if the role is fully remote. So I would say that, first of all, I'm not a regulatory medical writer, but I have worked for companies remotely from Germany. And this is usually a UK company. So the UK company actually hired me through a HR company called Bamboo HR. And so they're the ones that actually created my contract and made sure that my contract is German. And so I would work under the law of Germany. And this is a different law compared to employment law in the UK. So that's one reason why some companies don't want to hire people abroad, is because they don't know the law. And also, sometimes it can be easier to get rid of an employee if you don't want to work with them anymore, if they are in the same country, because you know the law in that country. And so there are lots of laws that protect employees in Germany compared to the UK. And so, for example, if I work in a job past the probation period in Germany, then that can become my permanent job. And then I can actually refuse to resign or be made redundant. And so they would have to just continue paying me as an employee. And so that really protects me as an employee in Germany. And that's only if it's under an employee contract. Whereas if you're a freelancer, you don't get that same protection. So I would also say that there's also insurance to consider as well. So if you hire a remote worker, then that remote worker makes a mistake in the writing, then will your insurance actually cover you as a company if the writer is in a different country? So sometimes insurance can be region specific as well. So employment law and insurance are two reasons why. And also the contract that's created for the employee in a different country might come with some charges and expenses. So, for example, they might charge 10 or 15% extra on top of your salary because they're acting as the middle person. So the company from abroad will pay the HR company, and then that HR company will then take the money and give it to the employee. So that's what happened when I was under an employment contract for a company in the UK, and then my contract was actually German. So I think also training might be difficult as well, because you might not have access to certain websites if you're in a different country. So I definitely have that problem sometimes when I'm trying to access UK websites, even though I'm in Germany, and I get around that by using a VPN. And so that's another extra expense. And so I would say that those are things that your employer is needing to consider if they really want to employ you as a remote worker abroad. So when you freelance, it's a bit easier to get work because you're less likely to be under a employment contract if you're a freelancer. And then also the laws are usually different if you're a freelancer as well. So you have less protection usually compared to being an employee. So yeah, I hope this answer helped you. And if you do want to work remotely with companies abroad, don't let anything stop you. Just keep going, keep trying to get that work, keep reaching out to people, and eventually someone will say yes. And so I've done it lots of times. It is possible, and you could do it too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.